Right. Let's rock and roll here, guys. It is Wednesday. It is 5 p.m. Eastern, I believe. Now I'm in Pacific, so I believe it's now 2 p.m. Pacific. So shout out to you guys who are over here on the west side of the United States. My lighting isn't the best here, unfortunately, but we're going to make do here today. So hopefully you guys are doing well. So a little bit of context for those of you who are brand new to the group. My name is Lydia Catherine. I am your coach here. I'm your mentor. I'm your host here at Six Figure Spirit. And really what Six Figure Spirit, why I built this business was because one day I realized as a hypnotist myself with a thriving hypnosis practice that a lot of other healers and hypnotists had no idea how to run a business. So hence Six Figure Spirit was born. All right. So guys, for those of you who are tuning in, go ahead. Let me know that you're here. Let me know that you can hear me as well. Let me make sure I'm not talking to myself here. Just give me a thumbs up. Give me a hey. Who do we have here on the call here today? Just go ahead and let me know. And let me know that you can hear me okay. And then we're going to go right into it. We're going to talk about high quality clients. High quality clients, okay? Where do we find the high quality clients, okay? Probably one of the most ambiguous questions, or I should say one of the most common questions, which typically gets one of the most ambiguous answers. You guys with me on that? So welcome to the group, guys. For those of you who are brand new, bear with me with this lighting here. I'm actually I'm on travel right now, so the lighting is not going to be my typical lighting. But regardless, as long as you can hear me, you can see me. Let's roll. Okay, so who do we have here on the line? We've got Kristen here. Kristen, good to see you. How are you doing? Great to see you here on the call. And we've got Ava here. Nice to meet you, Ava. I know you're brand new to this group. I believe you came in the last few days. So welcome, guys. Awesome. I love this. We've got a thriving community here of hypnotists and holistic practitioners. So if you're a psychic, a medium, Reiki healer, energy worker, we have Akashic Records readers here. We have massage therapists. We have a lot of massage therapists in this group who are wanting to transition to doing more healing work, like virtually, to save all the physical work. So that was one crowd I didn't realize I was going to draw, and I didn't know it was a thing. So guys, you know how I like to open the call. Go ahead and drop who you are, drop where you're calling in from or tuning in from. And what is your spiritual superpower? You guys know I love that question. What is your spiritual superpower? Meaning, are you a Reiki master, energy healer? Are you an emotion code practitioner? We have them in the group. We've got, again, psychics, mediums, tarot readers, other mindset coaches in this group, meditation coaches. We've got people from all walks of life in here. So go ahead, this is your opportunity to brag. So get on your pedestal here and let us know, what are you good at? How do you help your clients? Okay. That's how I love to open these calls. It's like, let's just show off. Time to show off, guys. What do you guys have, like a billion certifications stacked up like I do? I've probably got about 10 to 15 hypnosis certifications. So drop it in the chat. And this also lets me know that you guys can hear me and see me okay. All right. So let's roll right into it. So Ava says a sexologist, authentic tantra practitioner, and a hypnotherapist. I love how, there's so many different modalities to heal, like anything, right? It's just all these different angles, and it's just all different ways to tap into the subconscious, tap into the body, tap into the energy, whatever you want to call it. Rindy's here. Rindy, great to see you. I know Rindy just came on board. I am so excited to help her build her thriving business. Let's go. All the juicy stuff is coming your way, Rindy. She says, I have a billion certifications, so my superpower is mind-body medicine. I love it. Yep. We also have naturopaths in here as well. So I've talked to a few naturopaths in here as well. So yeah, guys, I think we're all singing the same song here. We've got a billion certifications, a billion trainings under our belt. But when is it time to get back our investment, right? When is it time for you to get back your investment in yourself, right? We don't want to stack trainings for the next 10 years, right? Like, as much as I love training, I realized why I wasn't making money was because I wasn't making money actions, right? I wasn't making money actions, right? Sounds obvious, right? But it's usually not, it doesn't really click until we sort of step back and take a look at our day to day. How are we spending our time? Joey's here. Joey, welcome to the group. I believe you came in the last week. So Joey, welcome to the group. Joey from Arizona. So shout out from Scottsdale. I'm over here in Scottsdale. So shout out to you, Joey. Great to see you here. There's so many people from Arizona here in the group. I don't know why. There just must be a lot of healers in Arizona. That's the conclusion I'm coming to. So love it. A hypnotherapist, life coach specializing in divorce and infertility. I love that. That is a niche you don't hear often. In fact, I just spoke to another hypnotherapist. Actually, she is getting ready to sign up, and she is specializing in fertility. I guess infertility would be the way to say it. So with an advanced cert in NLP, love it. That's right. We got NLP practitioners too, right? When is NLP not useful, right? So welcome, Joey. Christopher, we got you here on the call. I know you're new here as well. So we got Chris here from New Jersey. EFT, TFT. I'm not sure what TFT is. Let me know, Christopher. But EFT, yep, we've got EFT practitioners. I accidentally left that one out. We've got EFT practitioners in here, and as well as a hypnotherapist. Love it. I love the excitement and passion that we all share in just stacking as much as we can to make the world a better place, right? To help us and to also help others. So I love the mix, and I love hearing what everybody's certified in. So Grant, I think you came in the last few weeks. Welcome to the group. A hypnotherapist, a life coach, and certified in NLP. Love it, guys. Look at you guys. You guys got all the trainings, right? You guys got all the trainings. When's it time to start to get a return on your investment, right? When is it time to put this stuff to work, okay? That's why I formed Six Figure Spirit. All right. So Joey says, hey, welcome. Christopher, thought field. He says TFT is thought field therapy, developed by Roger Callahan. Okay, interesting. I've been thought field therapy. Interesting. This sounds really cool. I will have to look into this. All right. See, it gives me ideas too. Not that I need any more trainings, guys. I mean, I'm seriously like, let's stack the digits, right? How much have you spent on training? How much have you guys spent on trainings? Like, I'm probably going to blow myself away if I stack that number. So anyway, you guys ready here? If you're here in this group, chances are you're like, hey, it's time to start actually making real money. Not a little bit here, not a session here, not a session there, but actually build a business out of this, okay? Is this you guys? Drop the word yes if I'm speaking your language, okay? Let me know we have the right people here in this group. Rindy says thought field therapy is great. So Rindy, you know about this. See, I don't know. Maybe I've just been in a cave for a while. I've just been in the hypnosis community too long. Joey says, yes, awesome. You guys ready to actually start to monetize your passion, right? Like, I don't know about you guys, but at some point I had to stop and look back and be like, what am I doing with all these trainings? Like, where are we going with this? Like, is this going to be a hobby? Can I do something with this? Honestly, guys, you know what I have found? And because I was just sort of organically doing this on my own, what I have found is that a lot of healers and holistic practitioners and hypnotists actually don't even believe or don't even know it's possible to be able to do this full time. And I'm going to pause there for dramatic effect. Because do you guys kind of feel that way? Like, is this even possible type of mindset? Because I've been there, I used to be there. And it was interesting because I saw so many people doing this full time, and yet, like, I had my blinders on. Like, I was blocking it out unconsciously because it's like I didn't want to accept that it was possible because I would have to do the work, right? I'd have to swallow the marketing pill, swallow the advertising pill, swallow the sales pill, right? And eventually I did, and here we are today. So that's what I'm here, is to help bridge that gap for you guys, because I know there's so many questions that you have and that I had, and we get back these flaky, ambiguous answers, right? And one of those questions being the question we're going to talk about here today, which is, where are the high quality clients? Where are the high quality ones? Are you guys wanting to kick out mediocre clients? Like, drop the word like next level. Drop next level. If you're ready to work with people who are on your level, who you're not lowering your standards, you're not lowering your price, you're not going to lower the way you work, you're not going to show up half-assing it, right? Because you're expecting them to step up to your level. Who here wants to work with clients on their level? Drop the phrase next level if that's for you guys, because that's also why I built this community, so that you're not working with mediocre clients who have no problem running late, canceling on you, putting this in the back seat. Like, when I had my hypnosis practice on the side, it was a mixed bag. Maybe some of you guys are getting this as well. Like, you have a mixed bag of clients, right? Like, you have a few, like, just like ass kicking client. Like, you have a couple clients that are just like balls to the wall, right? Like, they want more. They are hungry, right? Let me know if I'm singing your song here. Just drop the word me if I'm singing your song. But maybe right now you have a mixed bag. Like, you have clients who you have a couple that are just kicking ass, right? And they're like, give me more. Tell me what to do. But maybe majority of them, or maybe 60% of them, are like, could kind of go either way. Like, they're like, yeah, this sounds like a nice idea. They participate, they go through the motions, but they come back and maybe nothing's really changed. Or maybe you find that they're kind of closed off. They don't really want to open up as much as you need them to, right? And so, as much as I love to help everybody who wants to be helped, I, specifically me, knew I operated on a higher level, higher frequency, different motivation, next level motivation. I wanted people like that. And that, when you have those type of people, that's when you're able to get clients who are willing to invest high ticket, right? High ticket meaning 5,000 and above. So I want to make that clear here. My definition for high ticket is 5,000 and above. Some other coaches or healers may disagree with me. That's just the mental map that I've built. And so, honestly, guys, if you are here and you're ready to work with high ticket clients, it's not just possible for coaches, so can you. Okay? So I wandered out to the coaching community and I dug up all the secrets that allowed even me as a hypnotist to be able to charge $5,000-6,000 or more to have a client invest in me. Okay, and that's what I'm really excited about sharing here with you guys. But let's first talk about this question of, where are the high quality clients? Okay, I asked this question for years. Okay, and I'm probably going to be. I'm going to guess you guys have heard some of this before. Okay, I'm going to preface this with, you've probably heard some of this before, but hear me out. Are you guys willing to hear me out? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a yes if you guys are willing to hear me out on this. Even if you've heard it before, okay? Let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a yes. Because I, for years, was asking this question, and I kept getting the same answer, and I kept getting frustrated. Okay, you guys are willing to hear me out. You're not going to get frustrated with me. Okay, good. Don't get frustrated with me and hang up here. Like, Hear me out here, okay? I'm going to show you how I was able to find clients who were willing to invest, right? Invest thousands, right? 5K or above, or even just 3K, whatever you guys are wanting to sell, okay? Even if the next level for you is like 2,000, great. Let's go find them, okay? All right. So why do we need to tackle this? Okay? How, like, what ends up happening in our business when we are not working with higher quality clients or clients who play on our level? Why is this important? Why even go after high ticket? Why make the pivot? Well, I'm going to share with you the changes, sort of the before and after when I switched over. Okay? And some of you guys may resonate what I'm about to tell you here with where you are right now. So just let me know, like, give me feedback as we're going here. This is a conversation, as you know, guys. I'm not going to turn this into you guys watching TV. Okay. So pop in here, ask your questions. Like, this is supposed to be a dialogue. You're supposed to be able to get some free coaching here. So take this opportunity. All right. So let's dive in. So here's what ends up happening. If you do not figure out, or you do not make the shifts that you need to attract high ticket, what ends up happening to me was that it was just endless money objections. It was endless money objections. I can't afford it. I can't afford it. I can't afford it. Oh, now's not the time. Or, well, I'll have to think about it. Like, you'll continue to get these objections if you do not figure out and make these 3 shifts here that I'm going to talk about here in a little bit. So here's how it may be showing your business. If you are struggling to find high quality clients, you're going to be struggling with, I can't afford it, right? Either victim clients. How many of you here feel like you're attracting a lot of victims? This is a real thing. Do you guys feel like, drop the word victim if you're here and you're like, you're so tired of attracting victims? It's just like, you don't even know how you're doing it. It's just there's something bringing them to you. How many of you here have victims here in your audience? Let me know. And I also did a training on this not too long ago. I did a training on how to stop attracting victims and attract more empowered people. I did that training a little bit ago. If you want that training, also drop the word victim, and I'll keep you in my pocket to send you that training. So if you're having trouble with victims, drop the word victim below. Okay? If you're getting broke people, victims, low quality, I can't afford it, right? If you continue to get people who ghost you, right? You're going to have to deal with ghosting. You're going to have to deal with no-shows, rescheduling, canceling. Okay? Was the biggest game changer. When I was working with low quality clients, I had no consistency in my business. No consistency. No predictability. It was like an anxiety on wheels. You guys hear me? Like, if I stop, the money stops. That was the fear. How many of you guys feel like you're here right now? If I stop, the money stops. Like, I can't stop. I can't even go on vacation. I can't even take a day off. Because if I stop, the clients will get upset. They'll get angry. They will walk away. I'll miss a call, right? So you don't have consistency in your business if you're not doing high ticket, which means you will not have predictability. Okay? How many of you here want more predictability? You want to know, like, you're going to be taken care of next month. You guys feeling me right now? Let me know if this is resonating you with the word consistent. Drop consistent if you want consistency. Because as long as you're selling by the session and you're lowering your standards for people who do not want to pay you more, you will never have consistency, right? And that's sort of walking on eggshells. I noticed a lot of you guys, including myself, walk on eggshells around your clients. Is that hitting home for anybody? You walk on eggshells, meaning, well, it depends on that person's situation, what price I'm going to say. It depends on what they can afford. What's your budget? Operating your business from this place, honestly, you're going to go into severe burnout. It's like being in a relationship, any relationship. It's like being in you guys, it's just like dating. You know, would you date someone who strings you along, who does not meet you where you are, who plays games? Oftentimes we get clients on calls or potential clients who are game playing, who lie. That's another thing you end up dealing with. There are people who give you smoke screens, right? So how do you know they can't afford it? Is it true or is it a smoke screen? Right? If you do not know how to handle objections, you're going to be stuck with low quality clients. If you do not know how to handle objections in a high value way, you're going to be stuck with low quality clients. This is what I realized. So I'm just going to go back over the comments here. I know I'm plowing through this, so I need to take a drink and I'm going to read your comments. So Christopher says, yes, heard the story over and over. Yep. Christopher says, victims can't afford it. Yep, I know. I'm preaching to the choir, right? I'm preaching to the choir. Rindy says consistent. Chris is consistent. Grant must have confidence. Confidence is a big piece of it. And it's sort of one of the three shifts I'm going to talk about. But it's even more than confidence. Honestly, it's confidence is gonna hook people in, right? But what's gonna keep them? That's a different story, right? Anybody with confidence can sell something, but in order to keep that person, to re-enroll them, to upgrade them, right? I mean, you still want to have confidence, but there's also got to be something else there. Okay? Here's what ends up happening when you're pushing this rock uphill with low quality clients, and this happened to me too, is you start to second guess yourself. This is a lot of people that I talk to from here. A lot of clients I talk to say things like, I feel rejected. Maybe you feel like people are rejecting your prices. How many of you feel like you keep getting like, you're starting to internalize this pushback, right? This, I can't afford it. Your program's too expensive. So you're looking around at what everyone else is charging, comparing yourself to other healers and hypnotists, right? And you're second guessing yourself. Now we're going backwards, right? Because now you're putting out the energy of I'm not sure and uncertainty because you're comparing yourself. I was doing this too. I was comparing myself to others. I was not able to name my price before I made these shifts. Okay? So what ends up happening is, if you're not working with higher quality clients, is you internalize all of their objections and all of the BS that they give you. You begin to second question or second guess your prices. You begin to second guess whether you're really cut out for this. You guys know what I'm talking about? This almost burnt me out this almost destroyed my business. I was like run over by my own clients, completely not in control, no authority. It was like I was a slave in my practice. You guys hear me? Do you feel like a slave in your practice, a slave to your clients? What is your budget? What do you want to do? How many sessions do you want to do? How many sessions do you want? We don't want to do that. We don't want to come from that angle, guys. Do not give the power away. Okay? And that's a whole nother live video that I could shoot, is about that. Okay? In fact, I'm putting together a resource for you guys to show you how to position yourself as the prize. Okay? You want to position yourself as the prize. Okay? So what ends up happening over time is you lose your confidence when you're battling with people like this. Grant says, listen. Grant, I'm not sure what you mean by listen. What do you mean by listen? I'm probably way ahead now, but let me know what you mean by listen. Christopher says I stopped doing this only this year. However, rejected by potential clients on price. Yeah, so like it's like you start to like gaslight yourself, right? You start to like, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I'm not worth this much. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, now we're going backwards. Okay. What also ends up happening is if you're not operating in a higher value way to attract high ticket clients, is you most of the time we end up appearing desperate and needy. Desperate and needy. That is a lot of time. A lot of you guys are putting out the energy of desperation. Maybe some of you are there right now. And it is a battle, right? Because it is a normal place to be. It's a normal place to be, right? Especially if we are full-time in our business. But we have got to learn to get that under control. Chris says, I shut off that internal voice. Yep. It'll try to creep back in. It always does, right? Okay. And here was the biggest thing, guys. If you don't learn, in fact, this is what my high ticket healer selling system teaches you, is you're always going to be in waiting mode for clients. You're always going to be in waiting mode. And that is basically you being the victim. How many of you guys feel like you are in waiting mode? You're waiting for someone to book on a website. You're waiting for someone to click your link and schedule. You're waiting for someone to do, you're waiting for someone to like take action. This will never bring you predictability or consistency. Oh, Grant says actively listen, hear what they have to say, empathize. Yeah, I mean, this is all part of being a human being, right? This is all part of being a human being, a decent mentor, a decent coach, right? Or a healer. Chris says, had to do a lot of tapping. Yep, tapping's great. I do tapping almost every night, as I go to bed. He says, I resonate with the waiting mode. You guys know what I'm talking about? Waiting. You're just like this in your email box, waiting for a call to come in. I did this for 7 years. I sat waiting for a call to come in. No calls today, right? Oh, there's one, there's two. I sat and stared at my Google Analytics all day, seeing people on my website and gone without even booking a call, okay? And I was tired of losing that traffic, okay? So if you're in waiting mode, you've got links all over the place to your calendar and nobody's clicking. You've got it on social media, you're sending out emails, nobody's clicking. This is you actually operating more as a victim. Because now you're waiting on them. Now you're at the mercy of other people. And that is never the place to run a business. Okay? So how many of you guys feel me right there? You guys feel me what I'm talking about with the waiting mode here? Drop the word wait. I know Chris says, thank you for sharing. But I did this for 7 years. This is why I could not leave my job. Because I was in waiting mode. Waiting, hoping, wishing, wondering. But look, guys, I'm not here to beat anybody up. This is what we're taught. This is what we are taught in trainings and certifications and by other mentors. But look, the reality is that times have changed. We have so many brand new tools in front of us that there is no reason to wait. There's no reason to wait anymore. In fact, there's not really any reason for a website. I don't use my website anymore because your clients are on social media, guys. Your clients are on social media. Why sit around the website and wait? That is just honestly, SEO was the biggest headache for me. SEO, I was tired of it. I paid thousands for it to figure it out, and it still wasn't bringing me predictability. So I cut the cord there. All right. So let's talk about these 3 shifts. I'm getting long-winded here, so I want to keep my energy up for you guys. Are you guys ready for the 3 shifts here? And I thought about the most important ones, the biggest shifts that finally answered the question of where are the high quality, high ticket clients. You guys ready? Drop the word 3 if you're ready for me to go through these things. And again, hear me out, okay? Because if you're struggling with this, chances are you're just not listening to what's going on around you. You're not listening to the right people around you. So drop the word 3 if you guys are ready. I'm going to grab a drink. You know, the weather over here, guys, is so amazing. I'm so jealous of you guys over here in Arizona. In Las Vegas, in this area, there's no humidity. Like, oh my God. So you guys have it good out here. So I love it. And I think I'm going to go take a walk after this. But let's go into it. So just Chris. Okay, Grant wants to know. Anybody else? Give me one more. Give me one more. And then I'm going to go into it. Let me know you guys are still with me here. And I know we've been here for 30 minutes. I know you've got things to do, people to see, things to take care of, you know, business. I get it. Hanging with me here another 10 minutes or so. All right, Joey gave me a 3. Let's roll. Okay, guys. So hear me out here. Chances are you've heard this before, but look, I had to swallow the pill too. Chances are you're just not listening, okay? So where are the high quality clients? They are, you guys can probably even finish my sentence. They are everywhere. They are everywhere. They're everywhere. They're on social media. They're in your friends list. They're in your Instagram audience. They're on your email list. They may be somebody you know personally. Maybe someone in your Facebook group. Guys, they're everywhere. But if you're so used to attracting low quality, mediocre clients, it's going to seem like bullshit, right? It's like, what the hell are you talking about? Right? And I did the same thing. The evidence I was getting was that high ticket clients were not everywhere, right? That's why I always like kick this out. I was like, no, it's not true. They're not everywhere because that's not my experience. But you guys know how the subconscious works. We delete things that we don't want to hear, right? We delete it. We block it out. But they're everywhere. Okay? So how do we find them? How do we find them if they're everywhere? If this is true, then how do we find them? Okay? Because they are everywhere. Okay? First thing is, chances are you're not operating from a higher frequency yourself. You're not operating from a higher energy yourself. So if you're coming off in the energy of needy or desperation, you will not attract or even find high quality clients. And if you do, they will run for the hills. They will run for the hills. So is your energy out of whack? Are you anxious all the time? Are you like are you like operating like this? Rather than from a place of authority. Because this is what shifted for me. High quality clients came out of the woodworks when I stood my ground and took charge. And I acted high value. Okay? So, you are attracting exactly who you are. So if you're appearing or coming off desperate, angry, frustrated, then that's exactly who's going to invest in you. Is a complement of that. Okay? Here's another thing. Here's the second one. You guys ready for this one? This is, chances are you're not doing enough of this one. You guys ready for number 2? You're not doing this enough. And maybe you're too in a hurry to, again, this is coming from not a good energy. Give me 2 if you're ready to know number 2. This is going to change the game. You guys ready? I think I have like a delay on my side. You guys still with me over there? Let me know we still got some life. Okay, good. You guys are still with me. Number 2, guys, you're not qualifying enough. You're not qualifying enough. You're not qualifying enough. If you do not qualify someone and you just pitch them, you're going to come off again back to needy, desperate, in a hurry, urgency. So chances are you guys are not qualifying them enough to shift the dynamic so that they see you as a higher value. Joey says there's a delay for me on your audio. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm on the hotel Wi-Fi, so if you miss any of what I'm saying, the replay will be in the group. Okay, but how many of you guys feel like you're not really qualifying people? Not enough. Like maybe you're asking questions like, when do you want to fix this? Like, what's the problem? What's stopping you from moving forward? This is not enough. Chances are you're not qualifying people enough. So they feel that. They feel that you've prematurely pitched them or you've prematurely tried to sell them. And that's what ends up happening is they create a mental map of you being sleazy, cheesy, salesy, low value, untrustworthy. You see what I'm talking about here? You guys, how many of you guys feel like you're not qualifying enough? Drop me. Drop me if you feel like you need a better qualifying system, a better way to qualify people. So you know who is worth your time to talk to and who is not. So if you're not qualifying, chances are if you're just shooting links out everywhere, if you're just scheduling links everywhere, you're going to appear very low value. And I know a lot of you are doing this, and I'm sure I've done this in the past. It's been a while, but I'm sure I've done it. Is you just post, book a call with me, book a call with me, book a call. Guys, stop with the book a call links. Stop with the book a call links. Don't do that anymore. Don't do that. Okay? You do not want to appear so available for people. You do not want to appear so available. So you need a better way to qualify yourself. Okay? And this leads me to the third one. Very, very important. This was a game changer for me. Okay? The third shift here. If you're not attracting high quality clients, chances are you have not positioned yourself as high quality. I've talked about this a little already. You have not positioned yourself as high quality or as an expert or as an authority in your niche. That's a big one. Because when you have the positioning down, people come to you. People raise their hand. People think about you. It just becomes a matter of time before they reach out. So are you missing one of these three things? Your positioning is off, and how you position yourself is indifferent. Guys, drop your questions here. Don't forget to ask me questions here. This is your time here to get coaching, okay? The way you position yourself as an authority, expert, whatever in your niche is through the way you talk, the way you sit, how you conduct yourself, your inflection point, right? How many book a call links you share all over the place, right? How the words that you say is all positions you. You guys know this. A lot of you are hypnotists. You guys know this. So your positioning, if you can't find high quality clients who are willing to pay you $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $10,000, chances are you're not positioned correctly on social media or online. You're not considered an expert. You're not considered an authority. Your energy is pushing away high quality. You're chasing them away. You're in chasing mode. You're in chasing mode. Hey, Marika, good to see you. Marika here just signed on with us as well. Welcome to the community, Marika. Good to see you here. Marika is also building her online audience with us inside of the stage program. She is trucking along. So chances are, if you cannot find high quality clients, this is why. Your positioning is off. Your energy is needy, desperate, anxious, urgent, that type of thing. And then, of course, you're not qualifying them enough. They don't feel like they have to jump through any hoops for you. They don't have to jump through any hoops. You want people to jump through hoops, not the other way around. Not the other way around. When I learned how to shift these three things, when I learned how to qualify them properly, like we're not going anywhere till we're a good fit, till I know we're a good fit. Until I position myself as an authority, expert in my niche. And until my energy calmed down, like calmed the hell down, and could operate from a place of just calmness, groundedness, that's when all the high quality clients suddenly show up and are willing to invest. I know a lot of you got on here and wanted me to give you a place, right? You wanted me to tell you a place, Facebook, Instagram, here's where they're all hiding, right? That's what we want. We want the easy route, right? Where are the high quality? Where are they? Just give me the place. I'll go. But it's not about the place. They're everywhere. It's not about switching platforms. It's not about like just starting a brand new Facebook group over again. Don't do that. Especially if there are a lot of people in there. It's not about just dumping your email list or not even like letting your Facebook friends know who you are. I know a lot of you are waiting for me to give you a place. There is no specific place. They're everywhere. And when you start to accept that, client, your high ticket client could have liked a picture that you posted today. They could have liked a picture or commented on a picture you posted today. When you start to listen, guys, to this, what I'm telling you, you will find the high quality clients online and offline as well. So qualify them. Make them jump through hoops to get to you. Position yourself as an authority and expert. Again, you do this through your language, the words you say, your energy, how you sit, how you walk, the way you show up, your inflection points, all kinds of stuff. A lot of you guys are hypnotists. You know this. And your energy, of course. When you calm that guy down and you're able to speak from a different place, they show up so quick. The high quality clients show up that quick. It is like night and day. All right. So guys, thanks for hearing me out. Thanks for tuning in here today. Thanks for bearing with me here with this horrible lighting. It's not too bad, right? It's not too bad. Guys, was this helpful for you? Drop the word value below if this was valuable for you. Because it took me years to finally listen to this. Everybody was telling me the same thing and I was tired of it. I was like, just tell me where to go. Just tell me where to go. Here's where to go. It's in yourself. Shift yourself first. And they will start coming. All right? So drop the word value if you guys got some value out of this. Let me know that this resonated with you where you are, that you've got some insights here today. And of course, drop your questions here. We have a couple minutes here. Drop your questions here while we have some time. If not, I'm going to shoot out of here. I got stuff to do. I got a couple calls myself. So questions going once, going twice. Christopher says interesting, valuable. How about anyone else? I know we went 45 minutes here, 47 minutes. All right, guys. Thanks for being with me here today. Appreciate you guys for being here. I know I'm talking to a few of you guys in the next few days. But let's do it, guys. This is the place to be if you're ready to move into high ticket. Okay, if I can do it, you can do it. For a lot of you, it's just shifting your conversations around and the way you come off. All right, so this is Lydia here from Six Figure Spirit Guys. Drop your questions to the group so I can answer them for you, and I'll see you inside the group. Bye now.